Hi, I'm morakdais, and this time we're gonna do Let's Play Hexen Beyond Heretic. And I fixed my desyncing problem. And I'm playing as a cleric. Take the mace. Yes, so hopefully, from what I've seen, the play rate's good, my volume's a lot clearer and sharper. I don't have to have the microphone like in my nose, and everything's a lot better. Break your glass. This is quite a marked improvement compared to Heretic, and I don't know, it plays very differently because it stopped using level designs. Like, you don't get to the end of the level and hurrah, you win. You know, it's different this time. In fact, I'll show you how different it is. This is actually just the entrance. It's kind of like a practice hall, sort of, but everything tries to kill you in here. But all I know is that they pretty much made it for the demo, and then I guess they just decided to just leave it in. So, I don't get that, but break your glass. Secret passage. Actually, you pretty much have to break all the glass to get there. And I love the switches. Bull. Pull your little mouth loop chain thing. And I also made a mistake in one of my earlier videos. I had said that Activision was out of business, and that's not actually the company that went out of business. I was thinking by mistake that it was another company. But I can't remember the other company off the top of my head. Oh, Acclaim. At least I think, yeah, it must be Acclaim, because they're the ones who did Mortal Kombat and somehow lost money. But... And also, recently I got the new Wolfenstein for PC, and I beat it. It doesn't make any sense, because I bought it for like, I don't know, like $7 at Target, and, you know, I go to look in the PlayStation 3 and hope to see if it's like, oh, like, look, there it is on PlayStation 3, like, much easier, I don't have to worry about hard drive space or anything. But nope, it was still like $60. But I don't know. The PC version was fine with me. It was actually a lot of fun. I think that they probably would have cut a lot of things out of it in the PlayStation version, just because some of the weapons get a little crazy. But it looks gorgeous, and my computer played it absolutely smoothly. I don't think there's any way in hell I could ever record it. My computer would probably just seize up and die. But I also beat Quake 4, and I'm about to beat another game, but I'm not going to tell you what that is, because I'm probably going to do a Let's Play of it after I finish this. I pretty much know this game like the back of my hand. It's pretty easy. At least the first two hubs are pretty easy. And yes, the cleric takes a lot of strokes to beat people to death with his pretty freaking awesome mace. But the fighter, he's more melee weapons, almost use no magic. He's strong, and he takes a lot of damage, but you get hit with like a magic attack, and it's good night. Or if you get an enemy that's strong to physical, like this freaking Heresiarch. But, and also, each character gets, which first I should talk about the mage. The mage is like I can hit you from afar, and I have infinite ranged ammunition, because the basic weapon is basically the same as it was in Heretic, just a little snazzier looking. But he basically plays like the character from Heretic, you know, soft, you know, can't take much of a hit, you know, isn't all that great, but I don't know, I like the cleric the most out of the three, because he's all around, just he's the best, and his later weapons are amazing. Like if you notice right next to the little green glass thing, there's like a silhouette. That's your 4th weapon.
Greetings, mortal. Are you ready to die?
Sure. Open. Yes, that's the face of the next Serpent Rider that we're probably going to eventually have an encounter with. But each of the characters has a different 4th weapon. I'm not going to spoil the awesomeness of the Cleric's one, but the Warriors is a sword that uses mana, and you can use it if you run out of mana, because instead of ammo you have that blue and green mana that you pick up, and that's the little bars next to your life. But those fuel your weapons. See, there's some blue mana right there. Okay, beat you to death. Beat you. Like, obviously the Cleric takes a medium amount, the Wizard takes the most, and the Warrior takes almost none. But the Warrior's 4th weapon is a green sword, and it shoots fireballs when it has mana, but when it doesn't, it's just a regular melee weapon, really not all that strong. Aha! This is also an awesome weapon. I don't even remember what it's called. Like the Serpent's Eye or something. If you notice, those two were serpents, like the one Desparrow rode in the end of Heretic. They decided to make them regular enemies in this. This is apparently his serpent farm. But, yeah, either way, the Cleric has the best 4th weapon. And, the green little vial there, it's called a Fletchet. And each of the 3 characters have different ones. Let's see, ready? This is the best. Poison Gas Cloud. The only problem is it hurts me too. But if you're up close with the Serpent's Eye or whatever it is, it'll steal health from enemies, actually. Oops, wrong one. See? Nice and handy. Kills them before they get close. The Warriors is like a grenade. He just throws it out, and it blows up. And if it hits something, it blows up. The Wizards is like a little time bomb. You lay it down, and then it, takes a minute, then it explodes. I frankly find the Wizards is the most inconvenient. Moments like these, where you have these 4 parts, you'll notice the sword comes up. I think for the other characters it's different, because when I did the Warrior earlier it was different. I'm not sure if it's different or if it's just random. But either way, it takes me back to the hub. And basically there are 6 doors inside the hub, and then there's the final door, which is at the end. That's after you've completed all of the puzzles inside the smaller hubs. So, you'll see what I mean in a minute, because I'll soon have a piece of the puzzle done. Those annoying guys are called Ettins, I believe. Portal. No, jump into it. Jerk. Yes, and we have our friends, the Imps, again. This time they're black and on fire. There are a lot less of them in this game than there are in Heretic, thankfully. Because this is actually the sequel. to Heretic, just in case you didn't get it by the Beyond Heretic. Get back here. But the Hexen 2 is terrible, and Heretic 2 is actually the worst. It's amazing how you go from Heretic, which was awesome, to Hexen that was really good, and then Hexen 2 that's really not that great, then down to 1/3 of the puzzle's been solved, to Heretic 2, which is just utter garbage. I mean, considering that, you know, Doom and ID Software are remaking all these games, I really wish they'd just do a remake of Heretic or Hexen. I mean, it might be a little weird, or it might seem a little Oblivion copy, or, you know, something similar to that, but I think it would be really good. Now, I'm gonna save here. Oh, no, I don't want to overwrite that one. Let's do... Let's play. Whatcha? There we go. Yes. New effects. Bridges and stuff collapse. Whoop. Also, this game is designed for jumping as opposed to Heretic, so there won't be any jump shortcuts. Don't fall. Oh, no! There's going to be a few of those moments in this game. There's a few parts that are just absolutely ridiculous. Like right before the last boss. Oh, jeez. Right before the last boss. And, in the third hub, or the second hub, there's a level that's just pain. Oof. But, I don't know, the other thing is, Elinare said he hated this game. And I can understand, because in a lot of ways this game has a lot of unapproachable parts. But, I don't know, it's not that bad. I think it's very much one of those, you either love it or you hate it. No, you die. And the gore explosions, so much better than the first one. Oh. Alright. Now, these guys you gotta be careful with. Because they can block magical attacks, and they'll reflect them back at you. I do love that they explode. But, yeah, if you start using the, whatever, Serpent Rod or whatever on them, it's a fast ticket to dying. Usually I can just sit here and spam the attack, and they'll die eventually. Why did you go all the way over there? Later, they're a little more of a pain in the ass, though. They get all sorts of extra abilities and stuff, and they're faster. Right. Oh, he got squished. I don't know, we're some damn man on an Atten. I do have to admit, compared to the first one, there's a lot more detail and a lot more creativity in the monsters. But either way, this has been Hexen Beyond Heretic. I keep wanting to say Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders, but it is totally not. With me, morakdais. See you later.